What's up, guys? We're back. So this is going to be part 2 of learning to ride. So we did part 1 earlier. I will link that video at the end if you do want to go watch part 1. Part 1 is very basic. It's going to be stepping on the bike, getting comfortable, everything like that. Part 2, we are going to be practicing turning, U-turns, and then shifting. We're finally going to be getting on the street in part 2. So let's get into it. So a quick recap, we've been going over clutch control and braking. So we're stepping on the bike, we're comfortable, we're finally putting our kickstand up, turning it on here. We do see we are in neutral, so we can go ahead and start the bike without the clutch because we're in neutral. So we want to get going. We're going to squeeze our clutch in, we're going to kick down into first. As we gas, we're going to slowly let the clutch out, and we're going. Now when we turn, we're looking where we want to turn. We're turning a little bit with the handlebars, and mostly with our hips. Keep in mind my clutch is out, and I'm just using throttle right now. We're feeling comfortable, feeling good. We've been riding around the parking lot for a minute. We're feeling like we're ready to ride. So from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be practicing U-turns. So say we do a wise. Say I want to turn around this. Now what we're gonna be practicing with U-turns is called feathering the clutch. So when you go for a short turn, you're gonna want to squeeze your clutch in, and then that's going to allow you to turn a little bit. And if you feel your bike starting to kind of tip on you, you're going to let that clutch out and squeeze on the gas a little bit. And how you know when you need to do that is I'm going to clutch in here and I'm going to turn. I'm turning. Right here I'm feeling my bike losing power. It's getting wobbly. So I'm going to squeeze my clutch out as I throttle. And keep in mind, it's a very slow release of the clutch and very gradual on the throttle. So explaining that again, we're driving, we're going, we're going to clutch in, we're going to start our little turn. I feel the bike starting to get a little bit wobbly, so I'm going to slowly clutch out as I gas up again and finish my turn. So you guys are going to want to practice that. Keep in mind, you are going to want to look to where you're turning as you're going. Look where you want to go, especially with U-turns. U-turns, you're going to want to over-exaggerate. You're going to want to really look over that shoulder that you're U-turning on. So you guys are going to want to do that for a little bit, getting comfortable with those wide, long turns. And then, when you want to do a shorter U-turn, you're going to find your spot, you're going to clutch in, you're going to look all the way around, and clutch out. Very smooth like that. U-turns and slow speed maneuvers are probably one of the hardest things to learn on a motorcycle. You're going to want to be able to U-turn within 2 parking spaces. That's why parking lots are really good. So we're going to want to go. We're going to find our U-turn spot. We're going to want to clutch in. I did ease on the front brake a little bit there, and that one was not very good. See how there? I was too slow and I had to put my foot down. Now that's okay. That is okay. In the course, if you do take the course, they're gonna be like, don't put your foot down, don't put your foot down. If you have to put your foot down, put your foot down. Like, geez, you know. So practicing U-turns again, we're gonna find our spot where we wanna turn. We're gonna wanna clutch in, look behind us, and make that wide turn, and then we clutch out as we go. Now left-handed U-turns are a lot easier than right-handed ones, and 90% of the time you're going to be making left-handed U-turns anyway, so it's not a big deal. But right-handed U-turns, I'm honestly not very good at right-handed U-turns, but we're going to do it anyway for scientific purposes. You're going to clutch in, you're going to look all the way around, and you're going to clutch out. Being smooth that whole time. And you can hear on my bike when I do clutch in and when I do slowly release that clutch. So we're coming to a stop up here. We're going to clutch in, squeeze both of our brakes gradually, feet down, kick into neutral, let our clutch out. So that's going to be pretty much it. Once you get comfortable with that, we can go on the road. So we're going to go do that right now. You're going to kick down, clutch out, and we're going to go over here. And now we're going to go over shifting. Now shifting it seems a lot scarier than it is. So we're coming to a stop, we're clutching in, squeezing the brake, putting our foot down. We're looking, clutching out as we ease on the gas, feet are up, and we're going. So we're going, we want to shift into second gear. Now how do we do that? We're going to squeeze our clutch in, we're going to kick up on our gear shift into second gear, and then we're going to slowly let our clutch out. So clutch in, kick up, slowly let our clutch out. I'm going to turn right here so this guy can get past us. Keep in mind we're looking while we turn. And this is going to be a really good time to clutch down. So I'm going to be riding. Now this is going to be without rev matching. I did a video on rev matching, so you guys can watch that. So we want to clutch down. We're going to squeeze in, kick down, and slowly let off that clutch. Now when we clutch down without rev matching, we're not using any gas. We're not using our throttle at all. Now it does feel a little rough, and that's why rev matching is a little bit better. So this is a good spot to practice a U-turn. We're going to be looking as we go through. Awesome. So we're going to be stopping, clutch in, bolt the brakes, slowly stop. Clutch out, on the gas, and we're going. So we're clutching, or we're shifting up into the next gear, clutch in, kicking up. As we're clutching out, we're slowly easing back on the gas. We're going to be turning, clutch in, shift down, braking, and slowly easing to a stop. Clutching out, putting on the gas, and going. Shifting in a second, clutching in, kicking up, easing on the gas, and easing out the clutch. So pretty simple. We're in second right now. Say we want to go up to third. It's the exact same process. Squeezing in, kicking up, easing on the gas, and letting out the clutch. Very simple. Want to go up to fourth, squeezing in, up, gas, and clutching out. Now as you learn to ride, you are going to get a lot more fluent with your clutch and with your gas and with all of it. It's going to come almost second nature. So we're in fourth right now. We're going a little slow for fourth. So say we want to clutch down. Squeezing in, kicking down, easing off the clutch. Pretty simple. Now, one more time. Squeezing in, kicking down, letting off the clutch. Now if you do ease off the clutch, it is going to be a little bit smoother, but like clutching up here, you can clutch in, kick up, and just out. So as you ride more, it's going to become a very faster motion. So you're not going to be easing out of the clutch. You're just going to be releasing. And then when I shift, I'm putting my left foot is going to be, my toe is going to be sitting, putting pressure up as I shift. So we're coming to a stop here. We're going to clutch in, kick down, and say you have to stop super fast. That's okay. say I'm in second, my clutch is in, and I'm going to stop here. That's fine. Just make sure you clutch down into first before you go again. So we're going. So as you get better, it's going to be faster. So say I want to go into second, I'm going to clutch in, kick up, clutch out. It's very fast there. So, dude, this guy's running. Mad respect, brother. And the benefit of clutching, as you get more comfortable, as you get faster, coming to a stop, clutch in, clutch down, letting out the clutch. You can see it was kind of rough there. That's because I'm not rev matching right now, so it is going to be a little more rough. So we're turning, clutching out, easing on the gas. Now the benefit of learning to do it quicker is you don't have to ease off the clutch because you're not easing on the gas. So you don't have to match your RPMs up because they're already going to be up. So I want to clutch up. If I'm doing it fast, I'm going to clutch in, up, out. And that's pretty fast. Also, shout out to this nice neighborhood, bro. This neighborhood is beautiful. This is the best place to learn to ride, is in one of these neighborhoods where there's not a lot of people. It's a great spot to just learn. So yeah, that's going to be just about it. One more time, clutching fast. I'm going to be putting pressure on this gear shift. As I clutch in, I'm going to kick up and out. Now I did rev match there, so that's going to be a little bit more advanced. But see, that is a lot smoother on my bike, and it doesn't put as much strain on your brakes. So rev matching is good through that. So I want to clutch up again, in, off the gas, and out. So you don't have to ease your clutch, but it just has to be it gets quicker. The quicker you go, you're gonna learn. And then getting going, very easy. So that's gonna be about it for part 2. I will go through turning one more time, shifting up, clutch in, shift up, clutch out as we gas. So going over that one more time, just basically, you're going to clutch in, you're going to shift, you're going to clutch out and gas. It's going to be all one fluid motion. And it does seem pretty tricky. It's obviously going to be a lot harder to explain. I was terrified when I was first learning. I was like, dude, there's so much that I don't know. It's not making a lot of sense. That's okay. You're just going to have to get on a bike and slowly get used to it. But don't be going out on big main roads unless you're comfortable. So we're going to go through turning. You never want to brake while you're in a turn. So if I'm right here, I don't want to brake, don't want to brake, don't want to brake, don't want to brake. Now I can brake. Because what that does is that's going to cause you to low side and you're going to slide. Now if you are in a turn, you are going to want to anticipate your speed. That's why riding a motorcycle is different than a car, because you need to anticipate everything. So say I'm turning, like right here, this turn up here. Say I'm going, and I'm going way too fast for the turn, and I'm turning, and I go, oh, just kidding, I'm not going to make it. I straighten, and I brake. That's how you brake when you are on a turn. You're going to want to straighten out, and then you're going to want to brake. You never want to brake when your bike is leaning. That's how you get hurt. But yeah, so like right here, if I'm turning, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna make it, I'm gonna straighten and brake. It is gonna cut your turn short, but you will slow down and you'll be okay. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of part 2, and I will see you guys in the next one. I don't know if you guys want me to do a part 3. If you do, let me know. A part 3 will be out on street riding. It'll be a lot less teaching, and it'll be a lot more just demonstrating. It'll be fast paced, a lot faster paced than this, because obviously we'll be on the street. But yeah, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you all. Peace.